Our earth has land masses and the water bodies which supports our life. Do you know about the shape of the earth? At the beginning, long ago, we people used to think that the shape of the earth is considered to be flat. Okay. But later on, the Ferdinand Magellan, he was a Portuguese explorer. You know the meaning of explorer? A person who explores a new routes, okay, new routes or unfamiliar areas, unfamiliar places, the places which are not familiar to us. So such type of people are known as explorers. So in the same way, there was a Portuguese explorer. His name was Ferdinand Magellan. He sailed from Spain. Okay, he sailed from Spain in 1519, and one of his ships, it returned back to the same point. Okay, it's where they started, the place from where the Ferdinand has started. Okay, in the same place his one of the ship came back. Okay, that time he proved that the earth is not flat, it is round in shape. Okay, the earth is round in shape. Pictures taken from the space showed that the earth is spherical in shape. Then later on, the pictures were taken from the space of our earth. That time we came to know that earth is neither flat nor round. Actually it is spherical in shape. Okay, actually it is spherical in shape. You know, earth actually on the top and the bottom it is slightly flat, and in the between it is bulgy. Okay, that is the exact shape of the earth. Is it clear to all of you? Pay attention in the class so that when I'll be asking, I'll be doing the cross questions to you, you should be able to answer me. Okay, fine. Okay, so this much is clear to you that why we are living on the planet Earth, because it is supporting our life. Okay, this is only the planet which supports the life. And we also came to know about the shape of the earth, because at the beginning the people used to think that it is flat, but later on the Ferdinand Magellan, he has proved that the earth is not flat but it is round. Okay, then when the pictures were taken from the space, we came to know that our earth is spherical in shape. It means at the top and the bottom it is little flat, and in the middle it is bulgy. Okay, this is the shape of our planet earth. Next, now we are going to read is globe. What is the globe? You know, globe is actually the image of the earth. Okay, and this globe, we have taken this word from the Latin word known as globus, and the meaning of the globus is a very round mass, one big round mass, that is known as globus. Okay, that is the meaning. To study the earth in a simple and accurate way, we use a globe. So when you have to study about the earth in an accurate way, then what the teacher will do? Suppose now I am teaching to you. Okay, now if I have to explain you something, then I need a globe to explain it to you. So I'll use a globe in the class when I am explaining about the earth. Okay, so globe is actually used, that is a very simple way which is used to study accurately about the earth. Okay, and it gives us the shape, size and the location of the continents and oceans on the earth. So on this globe you can find the shape and the size, okay, as well as the location of the continents and the oceans on the earth. Okay, however, the globe has some limitations. Globe is round in shape, right, but globe is having, it looks just like an earth. Okay, globe looks just like an earth. So when you study about it on this with the help of this globe, it is very easy for us to understand. But actually there are certain limitations when you are studying through the globe. Okay, let us see what are the limitations. However, the globe have some limitations. If it is too large, if the globe is very large, then what will happen? You will not be able to carry the globe everywhere, wherever you are going. You are not able to carry such a big globe. If the globe is very small, what will happen? We will not be able to see the details on that small globe. As it is very small, the whatever is written on the globe, that will be so tiny that it will be not easily visible to us. Okay, so this is two drawbacks. If it is very big, we will not be able to carry from one place to another. If it is very small, what will happen? We will not be able to see the details that is given on that globe. Okay, and we cannot make a globe to show only a part of the earth. And suppose if we think that we should know about only the mountains or only about the oceans, then we cannot make a globe specially for the oceans, for the water bodies, or only for the continents. Okay, it shows everything which is present on the earth. So especially you cannot make a globe to show a particular part of the earth. Okay, so this is also one of the drawback of a globe. Following, if I am going little fast, please. Then we cannot make a globe to show only a part of the earth. Only one half of the earth can be seen at one time on a globe. We have to rotate it to see the other parts. Suppose this is a globe. Suppose you think this is a globe, okay, round shape. Then when I am showing or I am studying on this side, you will not be able to see the second part of the globe. Okay, suppose this is a globe. Now if you are studying on this side, then only this half I am able to see. Even you will be able to see this half part of the earth. Okay, but that second part will not be visible. If you want to see the second part, then what you have to do is you have to rotate it very slowly. Okay, after rotating only you will be able to see the second half of the globe. Okay, so these are the drawbacks of the globe. It's not, we don't say that globe is not useful, but there are some limitations for the globe. Okay, there are some drawbacks also. Means suppose the globe is very big, we will not be able to carry from one place to another. If it is very small, we will not be able to see the details. Okay, and then we will not be able to make or prepare a globe for a particular part of the earth. Okay, and also when we are studying in that with the help of a globe, what will happen? Only one half of the earth globe can be visible to us. Suppose you want to know something more about which is given on the second half, then what you have to do? You have to rotate the globe. Okay, slowly if you rotate, then only the second half of the globe will be visible to us. But the first half again will not be visible to us. Clear to you, all of you? Do you know now about the globe? If you are having any doubts, you can ask. Okay. Next topic is about the map. There are some drawbacks in a globe. Now let us see what is a map. Actually, map is also a drawing an area of an earth. Okay, then it can be made on a flat surface. Map is a flat surface. You might have seen the maps. Maybe in your textbooks you have seen, or maybe that in your classrooms the maps may be hanging. Okay, so you might have seen the maps that it is made on a flat surface. Okay, so what is a map? A map is a drawing of an area on the earth's surface on a flat surface. Okay, means in globe we are seeing the surface of the area in the round shape. Okay, just like it is just an image of a earth. Okay, whereas in this map you will find that this will be shown on a flat surface. Okay, and the person who make this map is not made by any person. No one can just sit and make a map, but map is specially made by the cartographers. Means a person who makes the map is known as cartographer. And a map can be made of different topics. Means it can be a physical map, or it can be a thematic map, in this way. Okay, so there are different maps, and there is one book which contains the different types of maps, and this book is known as atlas. This book is known as atlas. A map is very useful because it is very easy to carry around. It gives us detailed geographical information such as physical features. Physical features means mountains, lakes, valleys. Okay, these are known as physical features. Then it also shows the human made features. Means it can show the factories, roads, airways, towns, cities, etc. So these are man made things. Okay, that is why we call that. It can give the detail about the physical features, means mountains, lakes, valleys, and human made means the factories, roads, airways which are made by the human beings. And on this map, even a small area can be enlarged. A small area can be enlarged, and it can be shown on a map. It can be shown on a map. But a map cannot show the correct shape of the earth, because you cannot flatten the earth's surface. Understood? See, you can see even a small area. Okay, even a small area on this map, but it will not show you the exact shape of that place. Whereas this shape can be seen on a globe. Why? Because globe is round in shape, map is flattened. Okay, map is flattened surface. So you cannot make the things on the earth in a flattened shape. Okay, so map cannot show you the exact shape of the particular region. Okay, okay, this much is clear to all of you. Is it clear? Now we are going to read about the different types of maps. Maps are divided into main 3 types. Okay, one is physical map, another one is political map, and the third one is thematic map. In this way, maps are actually divided into 3 main divisions. Physical maps means the physical maps will show us the physical features. Physical features means mountains, plateaus, then the deserts, plains, rivers. Okay, and also it will show you the different heights using the different colors, etc. When these maps are drawn, they are using either the signs and the symbols to symbolize the things, or they are showing the different colors to symbolize these things. Okay, so this physical maps actually shows us the mountains, rivers, plateaus, deserts. Okay, means whatever physical features are there, this can be shown in the physical maps. Okay, another one is political maps. Okay, another one is a political maps. Political maps means what? Do you think that they will show you the politics regarding the parliament and all. It's not so, okay? It's not that. Here political maps means it shows you about the world, means about the continents, about the countries, about the states, about the districts, etc. Okay, that is political maps. Okay, political maps means they will show the political divisions of the whole world. Okay, that can be either continents, countries, states, districts, etc. Okay. Do you know from where did you get the name of map? Map is also taken from a Latin word, that was mappo. The Latin word mappo. Okay. And the meaning of mappo is napkin. Meaning of mappo is napkin. Because a map could be folded like a napkin. That is why it is known as maps. Okay. It is taken from a Latin word mappo. So this is the second kind of map. First we have read about the physical map. Second we have read about the political map. Physical map means physical features it will show you, mountains, rivers, plateaus, etc. Okay. Political maps means it will show you the political divisions of the world. It can be continents, it can be country, it can be state, okay, it can be districts or the cities. And the third type of map is a thematic map. Thematic maps focus on some specific information such as rainfall, population, roads, railways, minerals, crops, etc. So, thematic maps. What are thematic maps? Thematic map means it will contain the information about the rainfall of a particular area or of India, okay, different states or of particular state like that or particular region. It will tell either about the rainfall, others it will tell you about the population, it will tell you about the roads, it may tell you about the railways, and it may tell you about the minerals or the crops, etc. Okay? Okay? Reading a map. Now, when you know about a map, you know about a globe, but you should be able to read a map. So, how you will be able to read a map? You can read a map with the help of language of a map. Now you will say, Miss, is there any language for a map also? Yes, there is a language of a map. Language means as we are speaking, not like that. Map will not talk to you, but it will give you the information. Okay. So, we must know how to read a map to find out what information it provides. So, the language of the map is the sign, symbols and the scales which is given on the map, which is mentioned on the map. Okay, that is known as the language of a map. Okay. So, today we have read about globe, map and reading a map. Okay. For tomorrow's period, we are going to start directions on a map. So, we will study about the directions on a map tomorrow. Okay. Thank you.